The traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting. And with...
Thank you, Kevin.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. A look at the Magic starting group. Isaac and Carter manning the post position. Terrence Ross is out there with subs. And it's Wagner in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Irving and Harden, the two star guards. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5. Here's Carter. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, you have to keep Isaac off the boards. I mean, when he's that close to the rim and has good position, he's a threat to grab a bunch of rebounds.
Irving for 3. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie season.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game, and I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Offensive rebound, Wagner, and the layup's good off the glass.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Durant, launches it. Second shot opportunity. That shot by Griffin, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wagner with it, picked up by Harris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Superb concentration from the big man there. Carter Jr. is experienced at converting difficult shots.
Here's Griffin shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first foul.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Blake Griffin. And then Carter with the dunk.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Durant, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Wagner kicks to Ross. Aldridge against Carter. To the inside. And that one's good. Wagner
Easy look provided by Wendell Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can share the rock.
Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Harden's shot is good.
He will not settle for a long jumper if he can get points inside. Harden will take any opening he can get. He exploits what the defense provides.
Wagner kicks to Ross. Now, here's Suggs. Last game he had 12. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Carter. And Anthony subbed in for Jonathan Isaac. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Magic making a change here. Fultz is checked in. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Harden. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hampton's checked in for the Magic. Brooklyn trailing. Harden outside. For 3, Harris nailed from three-point land.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Anthony, the pass to Hampton. And there's the drive. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Irving.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
Lopez outside. Will it go? Going inside. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. Right side Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots. Does a really good job setting.
And here's Anthony for 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Pass to Durant. And good that time. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, you love to see Durant attacking in the lane, imposing his will. Nothing the defense could do there because he's aggressive and talented.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Clark as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Harris. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
And Griffin, here we go. Kicks it out to Harden. That shot, no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Fultz with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the pass to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's Brooklyn. with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we've got more NBA action on 2. And one of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving, describes his approach down.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of.
Greg, that's reminiscent of quotes we used to hear from Kobe Bryant, how certain moves and possessions set up defenders for the next time.
Well, Kyrie definitely has that Mamba mentality. Kobe was a big influence on him, as we all know.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, Robin Lopez out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Markelle Fultz. Then it's Anthony, and it's Hampton at the 3 spot.
Fultz is an absolute blur in transition. Excellent at running the floor and getting to his spot.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. Mason, he checked in for James Harden. Orlando also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Terrence Ross comes in for Hampton. And it's Suggs in for Cole Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. From about 16, another miss by Orlando.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Millsap kicks to Brown. Nets passing it around. The 3 from Mills. It's rebounded by Fultz.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Brooklyn leading by 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. That one falls. Now we've seen mid-range jumpers lose favor, but Clark, it seems like the floater is on the rise.
Kevin, it's a must-have shot in today's game because of the lane being open as much as it is, the way the game is officiated, where you can drive it and create foul situations. Smaller guys that get in the lane have to have a shot that can avoid taller defenders, and the floater is that shot.
They get it back. Griffin. And it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender, Carter Jr., also excels at using those physical advantages he has to turn shots back.
And it's Suggs missing. Brooklyn leading by 3. Pass to Griffin. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Carter, the pass to Ross. He kicks it to Suggs. Unloads from 13. Back to Ross. This one for 3. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Magic making a change here as well. Wagner's checked in.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. The guy entered the league. Everyone knew he could be a shot blocker. But he does so much more defensively.
Here's Ross. The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Durant kicks to Irving. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. You know, Greg, you got to agree the defense isn't the only area where Jonathan Isaac is improved.
And no question, Kevin, his offense has developed as well. He's becoming a more confident scorer, steadily increasing his output on that end.
Here's Aldridge. And it's sent back by Carter. And they get it back. Can they pick up 2? There's a minute 40 left in the first half. Fultz against Harden. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded close, and it's in there. Wagner's got 6.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Wendell Carter Jr., not the biggest center, Greg, listed at 6'10". In fact, most reports would have him pegged at 6'9".
And Carter Jr. plays like a 7-footer. Got that 7'4" wingspan and great head on his shoulders that levels the playing field with his height.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. It's Mills in for James Harden. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing rising up to block shots.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Back to Millsap. Passes it to Irving. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Brown finds Griffin. Here's Mills. Here he goes. And finally they hit one. And the Nets lead by 7.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Anthony taking his time here.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Timeout called the Nets. The deep 3 from Durant. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Nets up by 5.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring...
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
It was a fast pace for Brooklyn at the outset. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possession. They closed the first quarter with a 6-point advantage. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes, had every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far.
And that's a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game. He's
done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Aldridge in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. To the paint, Suggs with the steal. Here's Ross. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Carter outside. Into the lane, and he gets the bucket. Carter's got 6.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Durant kicks to Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. And Irving with the basket on the assist by KD.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Ross against KD. Pass to Suggs. Now here's Isaac. Here's the pass to Wagner. 6 to shoot. A rebound by the Nets.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Markel Fultz has checked in for Wagner. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Back to Fultz.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Ross finds Isaac. Back to Ross. Looking to end the run, and Durant sends it back.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Up top, Ross, guarded by Harden. Fultz, the pass to Isaac. Yes, that goes in. Isaac's got his second basket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Ross. Cloak loose.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Outside, KD. On the wing, Harris. The three. And KD the bucket on the assist from Harris. Durant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets. The Magic have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Suggs dishes to Fultz. And it's sent back by Irving.
Irving bringing a little more intensity to the defensive end there, using his speed to get ahead of that shot.
Outside Irving. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered by Irving. Inside, here's Carter. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mills in for Irving. Now, here's Hampton, defended by Griffin. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Hampton.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively. And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Mills finds Griffin over Anthony. Griffin's shot is off. The Magic trail by 11. Outside Anthony. Pass to Hampton. Now Carter, defended by Griffin. Shot from the low block. Tries again, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got 11.
Right there. I mean, Carter using his instincts and his motor to track down the miss and convert it into second chance points. That's just really good work.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Nets lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Wagner. Anthony is out there with Hampton. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Carter in at the power forward position. Back to Irving. Harris looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trying to get open is Carter. And it's Wagner missing. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Led by as many as 14 points. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Knocked away. Mills with the steal. On up the court. And Griffin scores. The assist by Mills. Mills has got his 3rd assist on the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Here's Griffin. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Well, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Patty Mills. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, "We have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them." Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Outside Millsap. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The feed now to Irving. Stolen by Carter. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Millsap with the steal. Carter against Irving. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Carter outside. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Lopez. Ross comes in for Hampton. And it's Suggs in for Anthony.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Irving kicks to Harden. Trains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes it to Ross. To the middle. To halt the run. Harden with the defensive effort. Brooklyn leading by 18. Dishes to Aldridge. Pass to Harden. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic have gone just 2 of 8 in this 4th quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Ross kicks to Isaac. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. Harden left side. Shoots over Isaac. Off the left rim and out. The Magic trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Outside Irving. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 18. 1:31 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Lopez passes to Carter Williams. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. Another miss by Orlando. Brooklyn leading by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice, they're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
And the fun-loving personality Lopez has makes him a likable teammate. It's clear that they love playing with him.
And the Magic making a change here. Teague's checked in.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. For 3, Millsap. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Millsap with the steal. At the elbow, it's Brown. Banked in off the glass.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it.
Moving on to the city, if you're looking to party and play while listening to the latest in-game music,
Terrific view of the nighttime traffic. And we have a minute to...
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that 80% of the credit should go to the finisher. LeBron James said, quote, the worst passes often lead.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And a couple of teams coming out scorching hot this season, Grant. How far can a hot start carry a team?
Well, some teams can ride a strong start throughout the whole season. I mean, it's just a huge mental boost for a team, particularly early on.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Russell, the 1, Beasley, the 2. Edwards out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Towns in at the center position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Irving runs point with Harden to his side. Harris and Durant in as the forwards. And it's Griffin in at the 5. Now here's Beasley. Russell, the pass to Towns. Back to Russell. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Back to Irving. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
On the wing, Durant. From downtown. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Now here's Irving. Last game for him, he had 14. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Irving. Durant's got 5.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Russell against Irving. The shot by Russell, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Three-pointer, Harden. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They're fresh off the win against the Pelicans.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Aldridge is checked in for Griffin.
For your next, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Durant. A 17-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
Well, don't you love it when Durant is mixing it up on the interior, using his size to his advantage.
Irving against Russell. Beasley outside. The 3 is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Harris on the wing. Harden against Beasley. The kick to Durant. Let's go with a 3. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Here's Russell. There's the drive. And then Russell with the dunk.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
And stolen by Beasley. With the floater. And Durant with the block. Harden with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Boy, and when it comes to providing leadership, everyone tackles it a little bit differently. Irving isn't that Kevin Garnett type motivator. He's not going to talk all game like Chris Paul. This guy leads with his play.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Vanderbilt. Okogie's checked in for Beasley. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
What we've seen is guys want to play alongside Irving.
Yeah, people who know him best vouch for him and will even join a team partly because of him. Plus, this guy is so insanely talented. You know when he's on, he gives you the best chance to win.
Kicks it out to Aldridge. And here's Mills from the arc. And the Nets, another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Okogie. Aldridge against Reed. Will it go? Back to Okogie. Here's Reed. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it down from distance.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
For Brooklyn, they've gone an impressive 8 of 9. Irving against Edwards. Out to Millsap. Over McDaniels. Millsap can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Okogie. Here's McLaughlin. To the middle. Here's Reed. Up and in on the layup. Reed's got 5.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Inside. Outside for Irving. Launches it. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Brown against Edwards. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Substitutions for your Nets. Blake Griffin. James Harden.
So it's Brooklyn now. From the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Kyrie Irving has been on display for Brooklyn. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. He's one of the deadliest scorers in the game today. But
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out. I may not make the right play every time on defensive end, but we're doing a great job of covering for one another, and I cover for my teammates as well as they.
Well, Irving at 6'3" has the size and quickness to defend.
And that's an area, B.A., where he's improved, but he only needs to be average defensively. His scoring is elite.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nets.
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
We've got James Harden. Paul Millsap is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Okogie. And here's Reed. Defended by Griffin. Here's Okogie. Brown with some nice D. Here's Harden. Rebound, Minnesota.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. McDaniels got his first basket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Harden against Edwards. Pass to Mills. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Reed. Griffin pulls down the board. The Nets with the lead. Three-pointer, Harden nails it from three. Harden's got 6 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, I'm not sure James Harden has ever been labeled a point guard, despite the fact that he's a great facilitator. But last year, boy, that's exactly what he became. He took that challenge and ran with it.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Millsap. Harris is checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Mills. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for McDaniels. Vanderbilt comes in for Okogie. Beasley's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McLaughlin.
Whether making plays for himself or his teammates as he did there, Kyrie Irving, a dynamic playmaker.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Minnesota Timberwolves and their sister franchise, the Lynx, under new management, or at least that's the plan starting in 2023. A key part of the sales agreement was stipulation that the teams remain in Minnesota, something that's got to make the fans in the Twin Cities very happy.
Oh, that's great news, Allie. Thanks for that. And it was Kyrie Irving who vocalized that Harden should play the point.
You never know exactly what Kyrie's thinking, but boy, his IQ is unbelievable. He knew the dynamic between himself, Harden, and Durant, and when he told James to play the point guard, that is when this team took off.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And here's Beasley. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Reed passes to Russell. Back to Reed. Can they get it? And they recover it. Second chance shot. The shot by Russell, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Making plays at both ends of the floor. And it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And the mental aspect of the game, so important. Norris, can you give an example of the type of play that demonstrates a player processing at a high level?
Well, no question, B.A. On the defensive end of the floor, number one, do you have game plan discipline? Do you know your opponent's personnel? Can you force them to an area of the floor they're not comfortable or to his weak hand? On the offensive end, do you understand the angles necessary to set a great screen? Do you understand how to process a play as it's going and make quick decisions? So much goes into winning on both ends.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Guys, so difficult to disrupt Kevin Durant's rhythm. The release point's so good. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is unstoppable.
Now here's Russell. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. No good. That's his 3rd miss out of 5 attempts. Pass to Harden. Back to Durant. Harris outside. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Reed passes to Russell. Back to Reed. It's Beasley on the wing. 6 to shoot. No luck on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Here's Russell, following the bucket by the Nets. And then Russell with the dunk.
D'Angelo Russell rises up and drops the hammer.
Durant, the pass to Aldridge. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Vanderbilt. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Reed finds Russell. And Aldridge with the block.
A quick leaper with good instincts. Aldridge can be so disruptive as a defender.
Pass to Irving. Back to Durant. From deep three-point range. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 7th assist here tonight. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Russell against Aldridge. They grab their own miss. Towns.
Exactly what you love to see from Cat. That aggressiveness, that assertiveness on the backboards.
Harden, the pass to Aldridge. Outside Irving. 4-3. Buries it from 3. Irving's got 13 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in total control, up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency.
Well,
all right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by a tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they've been incredible from beyond the arc. They're scoring the 3 in bunches, sinking them at a high rate. If the defense continues to allow open looks in the second half, I'll keep saying, fire, fire.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
First of all, where's the intensity on D? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. Just keep giving up open looks, letting the lead.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. On the court for the Timberwolves. Filling out the wings, Beasley and Edwards. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Russell in at the point.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Durant way outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority. Well, it happened very quickly, but Malik Beasley has shown he can be a deadly scorer in the NBA. The man is a walking bucket.
Outside Russell. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of D'Angelo Russell on display. How crafty at finding ways to score.
You know what, Beasley, he can attack in several ways on offense, Doris.
That's exactly right. He's too quick for so many perimeter defenders. And if you go small on him, he can bully you in the post. He's a tough matchup, and he knows it.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Aldridge finds Irving. And the three off target.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul. So the Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves. McLaughlin comes in for Russell. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Beasley. No good, a bit long that time.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. That free throw good from Irving. You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Okogie to the inside. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Shooting from Minnesota.
And when you watch Towns, one thing is clear. He's one of the best in the league. He gives you so much when he's on the floor.
And that one falls for Towns. And you know, Grant, with Towns, he's arguably one of the top dozen big men in the league.
And you forget how young he is, B.A. I mean, a few years from now, he might be top 5. He has all the tools necessary to be a superstar.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Pass to McLaughlin. Down low. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Harris finds Griffin over Towns, and the Nets miss again. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 13-3 run. Inside, here's McDaniels. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. McDaniels got his second basket. For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Outside Irving. Harris on the wing. Pass to Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Here's Okogie. Here's Towns. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It goes on Kevin Durant. Some changes for Brooklyn. Millsap, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Mills in for James Harden. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Reed's checked in for McDaniels. Cash, Mills with the bucket.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Pass to Reed. Now here's Edwards. Back to Okogie. Now Towns. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Offensive rebound. And here's Griffin. Out to Millsap. Second chance effort. And it's finished off by Griffin as he lays it in. Griffin's got his first points in this one.
And just staying in control. This is Griffin's mindset. Keeping his balance even when the D is present.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Griffin.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Beasley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Russell comes in for McLaughlin.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
And down it goes. 2 points. Here's Russell. 12 points for him. And the layup falls. Russell's got 14 points for the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Pass to Irving. To the middle. And Griffin the bucket on the assist from Irving. He's got 6.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Russell against Irving. Outside Russell. Puts it up. Brooklyn with the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And it's Irving off the drive. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Russell from outside. The shot off that time. Here's Griffin. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Nets running away with this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Patrick Mills out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Blake Griffin. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Oh, and Reed with a block. Beasley against Irving. Tries again. And Beasley with a lay-in.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Well, the Nets shooting has been incredible. 72%. Beasley against Irving. And here's Mills from the arc. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Minnesota shooting the ball at 48% so far. Russell with the ball. Picked up by Griffin. They get it back. Russell, that's good.
Well, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
Irving. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Brooklyn calls timeout. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
And there's Russell on the assist by Reed. Russell's got 6 here in the quarter.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Sharp. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Pass to McDaniels. It's blocked. Harden against Beasley. Cash. Mills with the bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Nets?
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Jake Layman, James Nunnally, Leandro Romano.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Rebounded by James Harden. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one. Granted, it seems like each year, play in the NBA becomes a little more wide open and a little less physical.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, B.A., what you look for in a player today. Now, if you're overly aggressive, you always will be in foul trouble and of little use to your team. So being able to control your aggression is how you survive in today's game.
Layman can't hit. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Outside Harden, pass to Mills. Carter on the wing. That three's off the mark.
Nets foul.
Bembry, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Team second.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. Here's Layman. He's guarded by Mills. Yes, it's good.
You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
Carter, good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Balmaro to the paint. Here's McLaughlin. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Oh, a nice shot by Layman.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this 4th quarter. Here's Millsap. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
That's Millsap's shot all night. He's so consistent at that range.
To the inside. Here's McDaniels. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his second.
And Grant, in 2015, you became part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. How pleased were you to see their performance in last year's playoffs?
Well, it was incredible. So much fun to see this team come together, rally, and have an incredible run in this past postseason. Now, as a broadcaster, you don't want to have a rooting interest, but I'll confess, it was definitely special to see.
Pass to Bembry. He tries for 3. The rebound by Beasley. The Timberwolves shooting 58% from the floor. Terrific here in the 4th.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
1:11 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Mason. Pass to Carter. Here's Mason. Clock at 6. Out to Millsap. Fires it. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
The steal. Down low. Here's Sharp. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he can't get the first one. That one misses. Pass to Lehman. Towns with the ball. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Nunley. And they get it back for 3. And Karl Anthony Towns hits from deep.
Well, the very definition of a modern NBA big. You've got to shoot with range. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, sir.
Now Carter. Here's Mason. It's tipped. They retain possession. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.